All rise. Judge Vanderbeek Court now in session. Judge, this is case number JVB 1001, Cooper versus Johnson.
Thank you. You all may be seated. Okay.
Big courtroom battle today, and it's got all the twists and turns of a legal thriller. A devoted grandmother is fighting for custody of her granddaughter and demanding back child support from the father. Tensions are through the roof, and the stakes couldn't be higher. Presiding over the case is Judge Bundy, who's got a tough call to make. The grandmother argues that she stepped up when the father walked away and now wants full legal guardianship. But here's the legal wrinkle. The father has no binding obligation to her. This case isn't just about family bonds. It's about legal rights. Can a grandmother's love and care override a biological parent's authority? The courtroom is set, the arguments are fiery, and the decision won't be easy. Let's break it all down.
I'd like to see my kids more often.
So you're putting yourself on child support to see your kids more often?
Yes, Amanda Johnson, my ex, has made it difficult lately for me to see my kids. I thought that if I was on child support, it might be easier to have some kind of scheduled time that I can actually see my children.
Okay, when you say she's been making it difficult lately, what types of things has she been doing?
She's been rescheduling when I come to pick them up. She's said that she's too busy and that I can't hang out with them on the weekends. She's just generally made it tough for me to see.
A battle shaped by hardship and responsibility. The grandmother recalls the fight with lymphoma, the pain, the struggle, and claims the father couldn't handle it, forcing her to step in. Now she's determined to win custody, convinced she's the best choice for the child. She's also demanding back child support, arguing the father stopped paying after her daughter's passing. But here's the legal snag. Those payments were meant for the mother, not her. With the mother gone, the judge immediately flags the issue. Not stopping there, the grandmother takes aim at the father's lifestyle. Too many nights out, too many babysitters. But without hard evidence, it's all just accusations. Judge Bundy isn't letting anything slide and is ready to challenge every claim.
Has a new girlfriend, and I do not like her. I do not like her being around my children. I think she's a terrible influence on my kids. And I know that if I give them more time with him, it's going to be with him and her. And I do not approve of that whatsoever.
Okay, so you're mad because he doesn't want to be with you and moved on? That's what you're saying?
No, I'm mad because he has only been dating this woman for 3 months. Now suddenly they're engaged. I think she's a terrible person, and I don't want my children to be around her. This is about the well-being of my children.
This is about the well-being of your children, but you don't like her? Do you even know her?
I have met her one time.
It's a yes or a no. Have you even met her before?
Technically, yes, I have met her before.
Okay, so you met her one time.
I know people who are friends with her. I've seen her.
You know,
on
I'm not
social
going to do
media.
this tap dancing back and forth with you. You're going to answer my question when it's very direct. So you've met her one time.
Yes, ma'am.
And based on that one time of meeting her, you believe she's a bad influence on your children.
Now, it's the father's turn to set the record straight. He lays out the timeline. His marriage ended before the diagnosis. He didn't walk away from his wife. They had already separated. That alone weakens the grandmother's emotional argument about abandonment. On the child support issue, he's just as clear. He paid while his ex-wife was alive, but legally, those payments ended with her passing. He's not dodging responsibility. The law simply doesn't require him to pay anymore. And from the judge's reaction, it looks like that point is landing. Then there are the accusations about his lifestyle. Nights out, too many babysitters. The grandmother paints a questionable picture, but if she wasn't there, how does she really know? In court, speculation isn't enough. Only evidence matters.
Especially when it's for a reason that has nothing to do with them. He's in a new relationship. Obviously, you're mad, and you're just mad because he is in that new relationship, not with you. And because you're mad, you're trying to hold it against him with his kids.
Oh no, that has nothing to do with it.
That's not how it works. Well, that's exactly what it sounds like. I mean, That's what it sounds like, right?
That's what it
I
sounds
don't
like,
want
Your
him
Honor.
back.
Yep.
I don't want to be with him at all.
No, you don't want him back. You just don't want him to be with anyone else.
Thank you, Your Honor.
That's what it is. I mean, that's what it sounds like. And you can roll your eyes and everything. You know, that doesn't bother me one bit because I can do it too. So, we're going to go ahead and start child support today. You are going to allow him to see the children. It's not a what if, I don't like her, she's a bad influence. It has nothing to do with that. You're going to allow him to see his children. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thanks. And you understand that you're going to be paying child support, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Now, how much money do you make a year?
$48,000.
$48,000. And how old are the children?
12 and 14.
12 and 14. And who covers health insurance for the children?
We have Medicaid, Your Honor.
Okay. So just so you all are aware, Medicaid is not health insurance. It's a benefit provided through the state, you know, to assist with the children going to the doctor and the hospital if needed or anything like that. So that, because it is from a state agency, you are going to have to pay it back to them, okay?
Okay.
And it's going to be included in your monthly obligation for child support. You understand?
Okay.
Okay. So I have your gross at $4,000 a month, which brings your net to $3,050.01. So your child support obligation is $762.50. In addition to the Medicaid. So what happens is I have to take 9% of your gross, and that's the amount that you would pay back for Medicaid. That's what the law.
First, the child support debate is shut down. The father isn't required to pay because, legally, there's no recipient after the mother's passing. That argument, dismissed. Then comes the custody fight. The grandmother makes her final push to be named the child's primary guardian, but the judge doesn't budge. The father is alive, and unless he's proven unfit, he has the legal right to custody. That's the law, plain and simple. Before wrapping up, the judge leaves the door open. If real evidence of neglect ever surfaces, things could change. But for now, the grandmother's claims just don't hold up. Ruling stands. Case closed. And that's how the law works. Love is powerful, but in court, it doesn't override legal rights. The grandmother believed her care and devotion should take precedence, but the court sees it differently. Parenthood isn't decided by emotions, it's defined by the law.
Comes out to $1,122.50 a month. Now, if you were to enroll the children into private health insurance, which I'm sure you can find something a lot cheaper than $360, your child support amount would go down.
Okay.
Okay, so you have the option to do that. If you have private insurance through your employer, or if you want to enroll the children under something outside of your employer, you can do that.
Okay.
Okay, does that make sense?
It does.
Okay, all right. Do you all have any other questions for me?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.